What's up? It's your boy Playdeville, and you watching the Lit Outlet podcast.
What's poppin'? It's your boy Moses, aka Nomo, chilling right here in the Let Out podcast. I got a very special guest in the building. I got Mr.
What's up, man? It's your boy Playdeville, coming out of Victorville, California.
Damn, straight out of Victorville, dog. That's
Yes,
what's up.
sir.
Welcome to Southgate, the first and last time you're probably ever gonna be in Southgate, because the only reason why people come here is to be on the podcast. Have you been to Southgate before?
I'm not too sure. I feel like I have, but I can't recall where.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, for you that you're from Victorville, dog, like does LA feel like one big city? Like you don't even know where you're at sometimes? Like you're a little lost?
Nah, I mean, I've been here like quite a few times. I come out here a lot too, so I'm starting to figure out like where's certain areas and different places like that.
Okay. So you're coming straight out of Victorville. You lived there your whole life?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I lived in Ontario for a couple years, Rialto for like a year,
Okay.
but I ended up going back. I've
Okay.
been up there my whole life.
To me, like that's the IE, right? The IE, I've only been out there for like work and maybe driving through to go to Arizona and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What's the biggest difference between like Victorville and like Ontario, Rialto, and like those type of cities? Like, what is the difference between those?
We're like the outskirts, bro. Like
Okay.
I feel like it's almost the Ontario and everything's still more populated than we are, but we're getting big now. Like when I was a kid, it was like empty out there. But
Okay.
now a lot of more people moved out there. They're starting to build a lot more shit, but it's just we're kind of like the outsiders, like I feel like sometimes even the IE doesn't like count us as the IE.
Damn,
You know?
dog. Because that's what people say. Like people from the IE say that LA people don't really like fuck with them or count them in, and you're saying not even the IE counts you guys
I
in.
mean, I feel like more now, yeah, but back then it was like we were just the outsiders, like the outside of the IE.
Okay.
But now I feel like it's more like Barstool's the outside of the IE now. But even they're considered the IE.
Okay, they are.
Yeah.
That was damn near almost Vegas, no?
Well, San Bernardino County is all the way till you hit Nevada.
Okay.
So
That
that's
makes
just pretty
sense.
big.
That's a big ass county,
Yeah,
dog.
it is.
Let's talk about a little bit about how you got your name.
Um, my nickname growing up was Playboy.
Okay.
And then I started off with that. I mean, I ran with that the whole way until I dropped my first mixtape. And then it was Playboy Street Life mixtape. But when you look up Playboy, everything but me's gonna pop up,
Yeah. Hugh Hefner and
Hugh
shit.
Hefner, all that shit. So you would literally have to type in my name, the name of the mixtape, or the song for me to even pop up.
Okay.
So then little by little, just once I went to go drop my first album, I was talking with one of the homies. I used to be from another group,
Okay.
and we were chopping it up like we need to change the name. So we were thinking about it, and Playboy from Victorville and the street I grew up on is DeVille Drive. So I just put it all together.
Yeah, because the first thing I thought about was like the Cadillac, right?
I get that a lot.
The
Yeah.
I'm like it probably has something to do with the car, and then like Snoop DeVille. That's the first thing I'm thinking about because of hip hop, right?
Yeah.
But okay,
Never had a Cadillac. It's just for Victorville. Victorville and the street I grew up on.
that makes more sense. Like
Yeah.
I'm glad I asked that question, especially Victorville, Playboy. Okay, I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it,
Nah,
dog.
because the street I grew up on is DeVille Drive. So I just put it all together.
Damn, dog.
So it's got like 3 meanings in one.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. Now let's talk about a little bit about your love for music. Like, when did you first start like just listening to different types of music, or was it rap off like hip hop from the beginning for you?
So I just remember listening to rap like as a kid, bro. Like probably one of the first albums I ever had was the Chronic 2001. And I was like 5, 6 years old when I
Damn.
started bumping that.
Okay, so how old are you? Like 26, 27?
I'm 29, bro.
29?
Yeah, 94.
Because I'm born in 90, so in 2001 I was 11. That's also one of my first albums that I fell in love with.
Yeah.
I used to put like a little pin on the wall and then put the CD right there, and it had the Wii Plan, right? And then my dad would walk in and goes, "What's that?" I'm all like, "Oh, that's a CD I like." And my dad didn't know what a Wii Plan was.
Oh, nah, my moms, my grandma, they be tripping too, bro. I'm talking about paga esa chingadera, this and that.
Yes,
Like,
dog. My dad used to say it
I
like
just loved it.
my dad would say like it sounds like two dogs barking at each other.
Yeah.
Because we used to be in the car and shit. He would want to listen to like K-Love, música romántica, you
Yeah,
know,
nah,
like
like my family's all like super like Mexican. Like my grandma and everybody didn't even speak English, shit like that,
Yeah.
My grandma still don't speak English to this day, So
Damn.
they didn't know. Like they just quita esa chingadera, that's all they said.
Facts. What part of Mexico are your parents from?
My
Or your
mom
family?
my mom is from Ayutla, Jalisco,
Okay.
and my dad's from Durango. I just forgot the name of the pueblo.
Okay, Jalisco. That's probably where you get the light skin because my dad's from Nayarit, which is right next to
Nah,
Jalisco.
trip out. My mom's dark, my dad's light skin.
Nah.
So it's opposite.
But like your mom's like her roots are from Jalisco, or like she moved there,
Nah,
like she was just born there.
Born in Jalisco.
Damn, that's because usually light skinned people come from the west coast
Yeah.
of Mexico.
And my dad's from Durango, and he's the light skin. They call my dad's nickname's Güero.
Damn,
Yeah, so
that's crazy.
it's the opposite.
My first language growing up was Spanish. Was yours Spanish too?
Yeah, mine too. I was in ELS or ESL, whatever, till
Yeah.
about 6th grade, bro.
Damn, 6th grade?
Yeah. I mean, I already spoke English, but they just automatically put you in it, like
Yeah.
regardless, you know?
Yeah, even if you speak a little bit of Spanish, like, your ass
Yeah.
is in there.
Yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
don't know if they're gonna do it for my son or not, because he just started kindergarten like last week, and they're already sending us emails for like assuming we don't speak English and shit, like giving us adults English classes and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Damn.
I'm fluent, bro.
I got a homie who's his daughter goes to Downey Unified, which is one of the better school districts right here, and they teach her because the homie's white. The homie's a white homie, and they teach her this fool's kid 80% Spanish and 20% English,
Mm.
and they call it dual learning. Like it's a new thing. Like, oh, we discovered that if you give kids two different languages, they become smarter when they're older. But back in the day when we grew up, if we had or if we were speaking two languages, we were like, oh, this was slow, it was dumb.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, they'll put me from class and put you in the other one with the other kids and talk to you real quick. Like, I speak. It's crazy though, because there was kids that I remember they would have me sit with the ones that didn't speak English,
Okay.
and I would like translate for them or help them. And I tripped out because some of them, like once they learned English, they didn't want to speak Spanish no more. I'm like, damn.
You're like a TA, like a little teacher in there, huh?
Just like if a kid spoke Spanish, like I
Only.
was like probably like one of the few that did. So you gotta like shadow him. So
Yeah, yeah. Do you when you're thinking in your head, just like thinking and not talking, do you think in English or you think in Spanish?
I'm trying to
Like
think
right now,
shit.
right now, what language
Uh,
are you in?
English, I would say English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it just comes natural too, like depending on who I'm talking to or where I'm at.
Okay.
But I want to say for the most part, if I'm thinking, it's probably English.
Over there where you grew up, dog, like right here where I live in Southgate, is like 99% Hispanic Latino,
Yeah.
and it's mostly Mexican. We got a couple like Salvadorians, Ecuadorians, and
Yeah, yeah.
Guatemaltecos and everything. What about over there where you grew up? Was it mostly Mexicans?
It's mixed, bro. Cause up in the high desert, it's everybody from everywhere. There's
Okay.
probably more people from this way than there is people that are from there.
Oh,
To be
okay.
honest with you, if I'm cause honestly, I meet so many people from everywhere out there.
Hmm.
I.e., LA, other states, like that was like the place where people moved to like get away from this shit.
Why do you think that is?
It was cheap as fuck back then.
Okay.
I mean, it's going up now, but it was dirt cheap out there to get a pad. You get a pad for under 100 grand back then.
Damn.
And now prices are going up, but it was just more. Everything was really cheap.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day too, like if say one of our homies started like getting in real trouble, like they'll kick him out and like send him to Rancho Cucamonga or like we don't to us we're little, so I don't know the difference.
Yeah.
I just knew it was like that way to the east and shit.
Well, we're still like 30 minutes away from Rancho in Ontario and all that.
So that's there before you guys.
Yeah, Rancho's the next city from Ontario.
Okay.
And then you go the 10 East that way, then you got San Bernardino. We're like 25, 30 minutes from San Bernardino.
Okay. Okay.
So you still gotta go up more.
And then like over there, like it's hot as fuck, no?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
On Sundays, my dad used to play baseball, dog, and he used to play in San Bernardino because they used to pay that fool like $100 to go play. And then when I was 12 years old, that fool, it was like 6 in the morning, and that's the first time I ever drove. I drove an Astro van all the way to San Bernardino, dog, because there's nobody on the road,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
It was dope. It was dope. But
Now the weather's not too much different from San Bernardino. Like once you're in the IE, like our shit's probably like a couple degrees colder, a couple degrees hotter, but it's around the same.
okay, but it's a real desert out there.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
it's getting packed out there, bro. Like they're building shit everywhere.
yeah.
But
What are some of the new things they've been building?
I mean, it's just like anything. Like you got restaurants, you got stores. Like for some reason up there, bro, I don't know why. You can ask Omni. You got you got a car wash in every fucking corner. I don't know why. They build those shits like liquor stores, though. They got car washes everywhere.
Yeah, well, they say that the car wash is one of the most profitable businesses right
Yeah.
now. What about like starting, like as far as you like, is there a certain type of artist that you were like listening to when you were small that kind of inspired you to start making music?
I just loved rap. Like
Okay.
I listened to all of it. Like I grew up listening. Well, obviously like the Snoop, Dre, NWA, all that shit, but Easy E. But once I hit like my early teens, like I really adapted to like I was bumping all Chicano rap, bro. Like I
Okay.
loved all of it.
Like who?
Shit, Little Rob, Mr. Capone, Mr. Criminal, Lil Cuete, everybody. Like I listened to the whole catalog.
Okay.
Like
Do you feel like do you consider Chicano rap like just like to use just regular rap, or do you look at it through a different lens because it's like our
I
people?
think now I feel like now it's like all one.
Okay.
But
Because I think like before there was a distinct. You could tell right away the difference between when a
Yeah.
Chicano rapper was rapping and like a say like an
Yeah, well,
American person.
back then, if you were Mexican, that's the only type of rap you did. You didn't have like the Mexican OT. You didn't have Cap G.
Oh,
You didn't
Jeezy.
you didn't have none of that. It was
Yeah.
just if you were Mexican and you rap, that's it. But even back then, I feel like every Mexican was dressing like a cholo back then.
Mhm.
You know, now you got people that dress different. You know, like well, everybody got their own style.
Yeah.
Cause back then, like I feel like I remember, bro. From 1 minute, I would see fools like dressed like banged out, and then the next week it was like a whole jerk scene. Everybody was in skinny jeans,
Yeah.
and some of those fools were bald headed and dickied out the week before that scene came in.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, back then it was its own category. Now it's just you could be Mexican and you could sound black, you could sound this way, you could sound that way,
Yeah.
and now it's your choice. I feel.
Do you feel like like especially like I had cousins and like uncles who like only listen to Spanish music growing up, right? And me growing up right here in Southgate, we know we're close to Compton, we're close to South Central right here,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
everything. So to me it's like American culture. But back then it was heavily influenced by black people, right?
Yeah.
So we would talk a little bit different, dress a little bit different, and they'll be like, hey, turn that shit off. Like you're Mexican. You're supposed to be like Spanish shit, you
No,
know?
yeah, well, that's how it was. My family, paga esa chingadera, this and that, like
Yeah, well, but when they would tell you that, like what would you do? Like, how would you feel?
I didn't care. I should listen to it. Like
Same shit, me
pop's
too.
tripping, mom's tripping, like you know,
Yeah.
in my head, not telling them, pero como chingas, but in my head,
Yeah.
you
You don't
know,
want to get smacked and shit.
yeah,
Like,
for
you
real.
can't hit your grandma back, you know?
Nah, no, shit,
What's your top 5 Chicano rappers?
shit.
Not in order.
Back then, or like you mean just
Damn.
any like
I think
Hispanic rapper
all
now?
time, all time. Yeah, just in any Hispanic
Fuck.
rapper.
Oh no. I mean back then, I think I want to say Lil Rob's top.
Okay. I think he's the most mainstream, right?
Yeah, nah, but I mean he was probably one of my favorites growing up.
Okay.
Remember I met him. I was like 10 years old at the lowrider show in San Bernardino.
Okay. What is your connection with San Diego, dog? Because you love Lil Rob, and then you
My
also
my whole dad's side's from there.
Okay.
Like, well, I mean, they're obviously from Durango, but
Yeah.
the reason we were talking about football,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got that fucking horrible hat on.
Raiders, baby. Let's go. Super
Nah.
Bowl champions this year, baby. Let's
Oh,
go.
hell no. Oh man, we should bet right now. Let's hope you even make the playoffs, bro.
Bro, do you want us to kick you out the playoffs again, dog? Relax. I mean,
I was like, how many years ago?
that was like 1 year ago.
And
2 years ago.
you lost the first round after you kicked us out.
Nah, well, who lost first, dog? You guys lost.
Sorry, man. I'm used to disappointment, but I'm just a loyal fan,
Yeah, I mean, we're on the same boat, dog. We both haven't won shit in a long time.
But speaking to that, yeah, well, when my dad and them moved from Durango, they went to TJ,
Okay.
and then they transferred over to San Diego, and shit, I still got a gang of family that lives in San Diego and TJ to this day, So I guess you could say, like if I want to consider where my dad's from, like his growing up age, like they're all from Diego.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So-
I don't really know like much of what part. Like I've probably only seen those cousins probably like 5 times my whole life.
Okay.
So but yeah, my dad's side's from there, and then he met my mom's in Victorville, but my mom's also from my mom went from Mexico to Colton,
Okay.
so the IE area. So yeah, that's my whole thing about San Diego. I grew up being a Chargers fan. It wasn't even like I picked it. It
I
was just
respect that, dog, because I got a neighbor. This fool barely started watching football, dog, like 2 years ago. And guess what team he picked?
Rams.
The Chiefs.
Oh, that's
That's
odd.
weird, dog.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
got a homie too that fucking barely started getting into football, and he became a Rams fan, and he be talking all this shit because the first year he decided to be a fan, they fucking won the Super Bowl. So now he's all like, but it's funny, it's cool, it gives us
Yeah.
shit to do on the weekends, talk
Yeah.
shit.
And at the end of the day, it's just sports,
Yeah.
Like that's why sometimes like I'll wear a lot of Raider shit, right? Definitely only Raider jerseys. I wouldn't wear another team, but even like Dodgers, and I like Dodgers, Lakers, and Raiders, right? But a lot of times I'll wear other teams because like
Yeah.
I don't play for them. They don't pay me to
Nah,
wear their
yeah.
shit.
When it comes down to sports, like hats, I got damn near every team.
Me too.
Every team, I wear different baseball jerseys. I wear different basketball jerseys. I'm a Lakers fan though, but if I'll get a throwback if it matches the Jays and shit. But
Yeah.
you ain't gonna catch me out of another football jersey.
Yeah. Facts. I'm the same way.
I
Not,
just
not
feel like you
football.
can't do that.
Not in football. It's just
Yeah.
different. It's different.
Yeah.
I feel it. I used to go to a lot of Charger games over there in San Diego.
I've been to 3 out there,
Okay.
and I'm 0-3 out there. It's fucked up.
I think a lot of people are owing whatever over there, dog.
Yeah, so-
I went to Oakland one time, dog. It was the last Monday night football game before they closed down the stadium, and
Yeah.
luckily it was against the Broncos and we won and shit. But
Oh, that's
that
why.
that shows a vibe, dog. It shows a
Yeah,
vibe.
nah. I
The
mean,
tailgating
I
was
always
dope.
had the tailgating was cool, and then yeah, so I'm 0-3 out there. I went to one in the StubHub when they were still there before they built SoFi,
Okay.
and we won that one.
All right.
And then I went to one to SoFi last year and we lost. So I'm like, fuck. And I took my son. He was all hot.
Well, you went to the preseason game,
No, I went to an actual game last year.
but against the Raiders.
No,
Against who?
the Chargers played the Seahawks.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
they lost that game.
Yeah, I haven't been to a preseason game this year, but to SoFi, low key dog, like it was
I'm supposed to go to the Charger Raider game this year. The homie already got the tickets.
Damn, dog.
Yeah.
I don't know, dog. I went to the one last year when you fools beat us at SoFi.
Uh-huh.
That shit, I was in there all faded and fucking on one and shit. And like I don't really remember, dog, but it was hard as fuck. But we talk a lot of shit, but it's just like this, like it's fun,
Yeah, it's fun, yeah.
At the end of the day, we're just
I'm not gonna fight nobody over a game. Like unless they're tripping on me, like
Right.
on some other shit. But like if I'm not gonna be like, oh fuck you, like nah, I don't care that much. Fool. Those fools are going home to with their millions after, and we're over here fighting at the bar. Like
it's
nah,
dumb.
I'm cool.
Facts.
Yeah.
But
It's not that serious.
The tailgating is dope. I fuck with SoFi. I'm a little bit. I haven't been to the new Raider Stadium, but I'm a little bit jealous of the SoFi because that's just a badass
It's
stadium.
bad,
dog.
bro.
Fucking
Like,
badass.
even our seats, we were like third row up, and you still see everything.
Yeah, because I think you walk in and you're like on the third floor, and then you still got to go like 6 floors down to the field.
Something
Like the
like
field
that.
is like super far down.
Yeah, yeah.
It's dope. It's dope. You gotta finish your list. Top 5 Chicano rappers or
shit, let me
Mexican
see.
rappers. You put Little Rob number 1.
Little Rob, Mr. Criminal. He's very lyrical. He's dope. Let me see. Conejo's old shit. That shit's hard. He got some good stuff.
You know what, dog? I never listened to Conejo, and I just saw his podcast with that fool from that movie Fury.
Yeah, yeah. Now I watch it too.
That podcast where he tells his whole and it's crazy because that podcast he just doesn't let nobody else talk.
Yeah.
It's 2 hours of him telling his story, and I was fucking like I couldn't stop listening to it. You know?
It was good. I listened to the whole thing too.
That was a good ass fucking story. Shout out to
Yeah.
him.
I remember when he dropped the preview clip. I want to say like 6 months ago. I listened to that and I was looking for it. I couldn't find it, but now he's dope. I actually met him.
Okay.
When he first got out, through the homie YB, he invited him to one of his to Conejo's video shoot, and we just pulled up. I met him right there.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, he seems like I don't know, like cool, but he's also like not the regular person, like because he says he like practices different spiritual shit,
Yeah, yeah, nah, yeah. I know a couple homies that do that shit. It's no joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you said Little Rob, Criminal, Conejo. We got 2 more. So far, nothing but old school.
Well, to me, like that's like Chicano rap to me. Like now, I feel like if you're Mexican and rap is not considered that. But you're saying like Hispanic rappers?
Whatever you consider it.
Well, Jeezy's hard.
Okay.
Let's see who else. Oh no, I can't think of it right now. Like mainstream, like I'll say that's about it. Lil Rob, Criminal, old Jeezy, Conejo's old shit. Okay, I'm gonna go with 4.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah.
You're not gonna throw the King Lil G in there?
He's cool. Like he's got good music.
Okay.
Yeah.
But not your top 5. To round it off, because that's what they're gonna say in the comments, like, because like in the last 10 years, out of Mexican rappers,
No, I mean he's doing it. He's doing it. I mean I don't bump him on the daily.
I like his new shit. That came out.
I would say his old shit's better.
Okay.
Yeah.
You used to be in a group.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about how that group formed and what happened.
I just met him. It was I don't know if you've heard of him. He's doing this thing right now. The homie YB. They got a whole camp. Him and his brothers. Ski Mask Mafia. But back then it was Murder Squad Music. MSM. I met them when I was about 16, 17 years old through a homie that passed away, Cali Boy. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
I met him and his cousin back in high school. And Cali Boy was just doing his hanging out with them, kicking it. So I just started tagging along, going to the studio, barbecue, shit like that. And, I never even tried to rap before.
Okay.
But when I saw them do it, so I would just when I would be at home, I'd fucking write over little old school beats and shit, and I would show them. And it just kind of went from there. One time I was at the studio, they were working on some shit and they had an open verse. They asked me if I had anything for it. I fucking jumped in. They liked it. Luckily, it was something I had written already,
Okay.
So it was cool, and it just from there just started making his way. Next thing you know, I'm a rapper.
I like that story, dog, because like you secretly were like prepared for the moment.
Yeah,
Because
I saw them do it, so I'd be at home like I'm gonna try, and I had about 3-4 verses already written that I would show everybody at school type shit.
Okay.
And then got picked, you know?
I think that speaks like as far as like you have a great foresight as far as like some people like they want to do some shit and they wait for the opportunity, but when the opportunity comes, they're not ready.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like and you jumped forward and like
I knew
stepped in
that
for
verse
it.
by heart, bro. I didn't even have to read it when I got in the booth.
You still know it?
Fuck, nah. I haven't listened to it in a long time. It's off my first mixtape too. I don't even have the mixtape anymore. It was on DatPiff, and when they DatPiff is got shut down,
Okay, so it's
so
probably
it's
off the
gone. I
servers.
have to look somewhere in fucking a box or somewhere if I still have a CD. But I honestly don't even have my first mixtape.
Are you really critical on your old verses and your old raps?
I
Like you kind of
fucking
hate them?
I hate it, bro. I hate it. Like my old shit. I feel like my voice sounds fucking dumb. Like it's just crazy. Like. And it's crazy because like a lot of people fuck with my first album and the old shit, you know. Like,
Mhm.
but if I hear it come on, like I change it.
Yeah. No, me too.
Yeah,
Cause we were doing music a little bit before. I had like a little record label before the pandemic, so we were in there fucking around, with the homies or whatever, in the
yeah.
fucking, in the studio and shit. And when you're rapping it on the way home, you're listening to it like, oh, it's just hard, dog. Like it's raw, not mix and match. And then later, like months later, you listen to it, you're like, the fuck? Why did you fools tell me this shit was hard, dog?
No, yeah, no, I'm my worst critic, bro. There's times where I think I got a banger in the studio, and as soon as I get in the car to play it, I don't like it no more.
Yeah, isn't that a trip though? I always think like, damn, they're doing something to the studio where it makes it sound dope. Like,
It's the speakers, bro, and they're knocking that shit, you know, like I
sounds
don't
good,
know,
huh?
yeah.
But then what happened? Like, what made you get out of the group, or what happened?
I think just time, you know, like I was rocking with them, bro, since I want to say like 2011. And then I started doing my own thing. I want to say in about 2018, like right before COVID hit, like is when I
Okay.
left the group.
Damn, so you're there for a long time.
Yeah, I was rocking with them. I mean, they're still the homies to this day, you know. Like it's all love to them, you know. Fucking YBs, my long Taz, like those are like my older brothers growing up. You know, they put me on game, man. So shout out to them, you know. But I just think as time goes by, you outgrow each other, you know.
Yeah.
I wasn't a kid no more, and I wanted to, you know, I was hungry. I wanted to do more, you know, and you know, the whole time if you're in a group and somebody's the main head, you're always gonna be the shadow or you're always gonna be under them and no one's gonna pay attention to you like they do to them and you're not gonna be able to do what you want, you know? Cause I mean I was from a label like with the like there was no contract involved, you know, but it
Right.
was just our brotherhood and shit. But I just, you know, time time fucking you outgrow everybody.
Do you feel like they met you as a young kid and then you grew up and they still seen you as like that young kid?
Yeah,
They
low
kind
key,
of had you
yeah.
like in that,
I was still
that
like little I
box,
was little bro, you know,
little
like,
homie.
you know, but yeah, cause I mean when I met him I was like 16, 17,
Okay.
you know.
When you were part of that group, were they in charge and taking care of like all the mixing, the mashing, the recording, setting up the studio session? Then you had to like learn how to do everything yourself, or you were already kind of being independent while
No,
being in the
no.
group?
I'm telling you, the first time I rapped was with them. You know, I never rapped before. I never been to a studio.
Okay.
So, and they had their own studio. They still got their studio, and that's where I recorded at my whole time with them. So when I left, it was a little hard, bro, because I was like looking for different studios, and I was so accustomed to one sound that everywhere I went, I almost thought like, damn, I can't even rap, bro, like, cause I just hated how it sounded,
Yeah.
you know. And then luckily, I ended up meeting the homie Ace. I recorded my first solo tape right there with him, and then from there I ended up meeting the homie Sav, and it's been history since. I record all my shit with him.
Okay. Is Sav like that's like an engineer or a producer?
Well, he does it all. He raps, makes beats, and he's an engineer.
Damn, dog.
So he be doing like he'll be right there. He'll make the beat and sometimes hop on the second verse.
I
It's cool, you know.
always trip out on people like that, dog.
Yeah, nah, he does it all, bro. He's that fool's literally like great at what he does, you know.
So then you went from the group to being independent, like, and what are some of not just recording, but also like putting your music out? What are some of the things you had to learn the hard way
I
as
had to
far as
learn everything. Like,
being independent?
you know, like they would upload my shit for me, you know, all that, and I just a lot of shit I didn't know, you know. I had to figure out how to do that, you know, how to upload my videos. I didn't even know how to do that shit,
Damn.
you know, cause the homie would post all his shit on his channel. But I mean, it's cool, man. It showed me that you know I had to do it myself. You know, I had to grow up and do it. You know.
Yeah. How long was that like that growing curve, that growing pain? It took you a long time to figure it all out.
I mean, I was figuring it out as I was working on the tape because you know you can upload videos before you drop them. So I was having videos done and uploading them already before the release date. So I was just trying to figure it out. You know,
Okay.
I had to figure out. I didn't even know you had to do a thumbnail. Yeah, all that shit. You know,
Yeah.
type in everything, do the tags. Luckily, I barely learned how to copy and paste the tags like about fucking 4 videos ago. I
Okay.
would have to type them all the way until I figured out that you can go to an old video, copy and paste it.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
was like, damn, I've been doing this whole time,
yeah.
you know?
So you're still handling those kind of daily tasks yourself?
Yeah, I do everything
Like
by
you're in charge
myself
of your
now.
own
Yeah,
stuff?
like shit, I had to figure out. I didn't even know about BMI. I didn't know about all that shit.
ASCAP,
Yeah.
BMI.
Well, they're the same thing. It's just kind of like Coke or Pepsi,
Yep.
you know. But I got BMI, and like I had to figure all that out. The Google AdSense, all that. I
Mhm.
didn't realize all this money I was missing out on. You know.
Yeah. But you also have like some like I call them like platinum YouTube hits. You know, like when a video goes
Yeah,
a
yeah.
million on YouTube, that's like a major like that's a major accomplishment. You know,
It's a dope feeling. You know, it is definitely.
when that happened, when you were getting those millions of views, did you already have like you already went through like the hard patches in life and you already figured it out, and then you hit the million, or like you hit the million while you were figuring it out? Or you
The first milli I hit was off one of the tracks on the first album. So like it started going. I mean, it took a year to hit a million on that one,
okay?
but I think I hit 100,000 like in the first month or something. So it was like okay,
That's still big though.
especially I started dropping shit on my own channel
Yeah.
from when I was posting videos on the channel that already had 100,000 subscribers on it
Hmm.
to when I started dropping on mine. I had about 2,000. So it just started building from there.
Damn, dog.
And it worked out. It was cool because I had off the first album that I did by myself. I have two tracks that hit over 1 million views.
What year was the first one?
With the group or solo?
Solo.
2020.
Okay. So it's already like you're already like independent. Do you feel a shift like as far as people started noticing you where you live and stuff like that, or your homies started acting different?
No, I started getting noticed even back then when I was part of the group and stuff because they're a very established group. Like
Okay.
they go back to the Chicano rap days.
Hmm.
Like they were doing their thing back then too, and they have fans and everything too. But I was doing videos with them, and I would get recognized in my city. I still do.
Okay.
And but from there, like I started dropping more consistent. So that's what started bringing me traffic. You know.
Okay. And then the second one hit. How long after?
Oh, I think they both hit like within the year or two.
Okay.
Yeah, and they were both on that tape. So it started picking up.
Okay. And there was since then, like how many tapes have you released?
One deep, villains and two deep. I've dropped 3 tapes and then a bunch of singles. Right now, this whole year I've been doing nothing but singles, but it's enough songs for like a whole tape.
Okay. Do you feel like did you do that like on purpose, just
The
the singles
singles,
instead of the tape?
yeah, because I feel like if when I drop a tape, like nobody really pays attention to the ones that don't have videos.
Mhm.
So now I'm just dropping videos of which taking my own time and dropping the videos.
When you're in the studio, are you recording like a bunch of songs and picking the best ones, or you're like making a video for every song you make?
Nah, I'll record a bunch of songs and then like not all in one day, but like say a couple months or whatever.
Okay.
And then once I feel like I have enough songs to like pick which ones I like the best, then I'll go from there.
Do you feel like there's any changes from like back then when you first started? Because maybe back in when you first started, you're still in the group. There was like MySpace back then. What was it?
Nah, I was it was Facebook still.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook came out hard when it first came out. Everybody was
Yeah,
using that
nah, it
shit.
was.
Then it shifted over. Now we're more like in a Instagram.
I can't keep up with everything, bro. Like shit, I got Instagram, I got a TikTok, but that shit don't be hitting. I just I don't know. I'm not gonna make no videos like that. So
Dancing and shit.
yeah, I just post my videos on there, so it doesn't really get traction because I don't do those voiceovers or
Yeah, yeah,
acting
yeah.
shit out.
Yeah,
It's
facts.
just
Me
not
either.
me.
Yeah, that one's more like the lottery. Like you got to just get lucky for something to
Yeah,
hit. But as far as like Instagram, you would say Instagram is what you use the most.
yeah, definitely.
Okay. Um, how do you feel about Instagram as an independent artist? Do you feel like it's fair for independent artists?
That shit tripping now, bro. I don't know. Like, I get shadow banned and I get my account threatened to get deleted for everything, dog. Like, people post me, like they'll, how they post in their stories and tag you.
Yeah.
Like, I got homies that like they'll be smoking a blunt or I know people that work in grows and stuff like that, and they'll show their farm, like their plants with my music in the background. All I do is repost it, bro, and they fucking flag my shit. Like I already got like it tells you like your account's at risk of being deleted, all because I
Damn.
reposted that shit.
Why do you think that is?
Fuck, I don't know. Like they're saying it doesn't go, it goes against community guidelines, stuff like that. I don't know. I just feel like my shit's sensitive,
Damn, that's fucked up.
and it wasn't like that before.
But you never posted like like I don't know, like sometimes people get banned for like posting their girlfriend or like doing crazy stuff like that. You've never been the type to post crazy things on the internet.
Nah, bro, I'm very like I don't post my life like that, bro. Like you only know shit about me if I tell you, you know?
Okay.
Like I mean, I post my son, but just cuz that fool's funny, man. Like that fool he's real funny,
Yeah.
so
How old is your son?
he's 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, my son's 12 and shit. I always tell him when I show people that picture over there, I was telling like, oh, he's the only blind baseball player in the world. Because that fool has transitions.
Oh shit.
I feel like that fool from Daredevil, dog.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
With the stick and shit.
Nah, but I just like I don't know, like I probably should post more, but I don't know. I like to keep it about my music. That's about it, you know.
Yeah, it's easy to promote.
I'm not gonna sit there and cry on camera or fucking vent. Like, nah, I'm good, bro.
I've had like similar ideas as far as like, cause my shit's disabled where like on Instagram I can't make money, but on Facebook I could,
Yeah.
right? And it's fucking weird. So I always try to figure out what it is and stuff. And I used to go crazy in the comments back in the day and like cuss fools out and roast them. But I used to use words that you're not supposed to use, dog. So for a long time, my shit was also shadow banned
Okay.
because of
I
comments
don't even be commenting on shit, bro.
and
Like,
messages too.
like I comment on the homie stuff and all that. Like, I don't even write anything. I just do the quick fucking fires or the laughing shit. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't really do too much, you know.
The emotes and stuff.
And I post and I keep it clean, you know. Like, I'm never trolling nobody. I don't even be in nothing. Like, I post my music and that's it. But I don't know.
And I also realized like you know how like Instagram didn't have stories before?
Yeah.
And it's straight jacked it from Snapchat. Um, they don't like it when you post, like say you made a reel or a clip and you put it on your feed. They don't like you to share it to your story.
Oh no.
Yeah, like if you just like use the story as a camera, like on Snapchat, and leave it alone, you're gonna get double the amount of it'll show it to more people.
On your story.
Yeah, but use it as a use like the Snapchat story as only that. Directly use the button, the in camera app, whatever. Never post nothing from your feed into your story.
Oh, damn, I
Don't
didn't
share
know
it.
that.
And even when people tag you, don't post it to your story tampoco.
Oh no.
It'll cut your views. Because they want to keep those two things separate.
Orale.
Because Instagram, the way they think is like they want people who fuck with Snapchat to leave Snapchat and go to Instagram because you could do the both right there. But if you start mixing both, you know, because they're like my son and his friends, they don't really fuck with Instagram. They're on Snapchat a lot.
I have Snap, but I don't even think it's probably been over like a year or two that I even went into the app.
Exactly. We don't even use Snapchat.
Yeah.
So it's two separate people and they're trying to blend everybody on one app, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I've noticed so far. But I'm also not good with like hashtags and posting and like little things
Well,
like
I
that.
also heard that hashtags get you shadow banned too.
Posting the wrong ones.
Cause I would post my hashtags and all that, and like when my shit was tripping, I looked up videos and everything on how to like fix it, and they said hashtags is one. I stopped putting hashtags. I don't know. I just think it's like a. It could also be that this shit's just so flooded that you fall in between the cracks now. Cause it's so fucking. Well, just imagine how many people have Instagram.
Yeah, but the thing that bothers me the most is like I have like 3,000 followers and they'll only show my shit to like 600 people.
Yeah,
It'll show you like, oh, we showed it 600 of your followers saw this. I'm like, bro, I got 3,000. Like at least show it to half, you know?
Yeah.
You know, but who
Yeah,
knows?
I don't know
dog?
what it is, man. I mean,
That's just
I
fucked
kind of
up.
just stopped letting it. Like, I used to like stress about it. Like,
Yeah.
I would delete a post if it didn't get enough likes, or I don't. Fuck it, is there.
Okay.
And little by little, it starts getting traction. But I've had homies tell me like, I posted that shit like 3 days ago. Hey, I just seen this post. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh damn.
I got that too. Like some fool sent me like, oh, I saw this post today and the bottom it says 5 days ago. Like, what's up? I'm like, oh, my shit's getting,
Yeah.
shit getting banned and
I
shit.
feel like it's getting a little better for me again though. Like,
Okay.
I think it's because I'm staying consistent.
They passed a law right now. They're trying to pass a law in England, the UK, where they don't want they want the apps to give you the option to not have an algorithm. Where like it went like old school. Back in the day when you post something, you were only gonna see it once and everything's gonna be in order. Right now, Instagram suggests and they use the algorithm to try to guess what you want to see to keep you on the app.
And I'm not gonna lie, I see a lot of the same videos over
Bro,
and over pop up.
I hate when I'm on the story watching stories. I'm like, I already saw this shit twice. I already saw the homie in his fucking, whatever, doing this and that. And like I already saw this. Why is it showing it to me again?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just kind of fucked up.
It is what it is at this point. I just do music and I do it because I love it. And if they see it, they see it. If they don't, they don't. Like.
But a lot of people depend on like Instagram and shit to like promote their shit and get money. And I feel like they want me to spend money on ads so I can show it to the people who already follow me.
Yeah, no, I mean,
which is whack.
Like I said, I don't depend on it. Like, I mean, yeah, it's needed and shit, but bro, I get money. I ain't tripping on fucking Instagram $60 for a reel. I ain't tripping on that.
Damn, you make me sound thirsty, dog.
Nah, like no offense, but
I'm over here pissed off and shit. Like fuck Instagram, dog.
I mean, it's cool. Like, I mean, But like you said, like at one point I was posting and it said, "Oh, your content's being monetized," and then now everything I post is not being monetized because a video I posted before that I promoted like months later to check out my old video. Now it goes against community guidelines. Like it
It,
doesn't make no sense, bro.
it's messed
Same
up.
ass that was in the first post is in this one, and you tripping, you know?
How does that go? How does that go? How do you have like, well, as far as like your video quality, I feel like you have a really high video quality, and then you always got like badass bitches in the videos and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. I mean, shit. I just
What's the like the rhyming method behind that?
uh, I'm a low key pimp. Nah, I just play.
Be pimping bitches.
Nah. It's just networking, bro. There's everybody got something. Like there's agencies for models.
Okay,
There's everything. The cameraman. But I've been doing this for a while, so I mean, you meet these models and you network with them and everything. And sometimes you get cool with one, and you could skip the agencies now. You hit her up, and she'll
directly.
she'll bring you some other ones. Because the agencies be taxing. They get their cut out the girls too.
Facts.
So just cut the middleman.
Okay.
If you come at them professional and everything, then they gonna work.
How much usually do you have to pay for like a vixen? Say a baddie. Say a up and coming rapper just needs one baddie. What's a good price? What's the going price?
I mean, they go for like it just depends. You could shoot your rate to them, and they choose what they want.
Okay,
I mean, but it's part of the game, bro. Like
you gotta pay to play.
yeah, the fools that I mean, I'm sure there's huge guys that say that they don't pay, but nah, everybody paying, bro.
Mhm.
You might have like one of the ratchet homegirls pull up and do their thing right there, but nah, all them models you see right there, bro, they're their own business. They getting paid, bro.
How do you feel about like all the new? Because you're young, but you're not a new rapper. Like you've been rapping for a long time. How do you feel like? Can you tell right away on Instagram when you see something like, oh, this fool just started rapping, or he's a new rapper? Like you could tell right away. You could see it from a mile away.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, there's a new rapper every day right now. It seems like.
Right.
So it's just you gotta stay with it, or you're gonna get left behind.
The barrier to become a rapper used to be a lot higher. It used to be a lot harder to be a
Yeah,
rapper.
definitely, bro. When I was doing it, I don't know. I feel like you actually had to be good.
Mm.
A lot of these fools suck. Like I'm not gonna lie, they suck.
What do you mean, like delivery, like rhymes in general?
Everything, bro. Like
Deliver.
there's literally no fucking criteria to become a rapper now, bro. You could just have fucking face tats and do some dumb shit, and now you're a rapper. That
Fuck.
shit's whack. Like,
Fucking I'm sure because you have like you're on a higher level compared to most rappers and stuff. You probably have people who are just starting or like are asking you for a verse. Like, what makes you? Do people just have to come with a bag for them to work with you? Do you work
nah.
with everybody, or what do you look?
Like I've worked with a lot of like homies that are starting off right now, and I just gotta fuck with you, as a
Okay,
person, and if you're hard, I'll fuck with you.
okay.
Like that's about it.
Well, how much you charging for a verse?
Just depends.
Okay,
Like some homies I'll do it for free, and if I really don't want to do it, I might tax you a lot so you can not do it. And if you do it, then fuck it, I got paid and I'm gonna do it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But nah, it just depends, man. Like I said, I'm not really like I don't just work with anybody. Like I don't. There's not a lot of people you're gonna catch me on their tracks.
Okay.
I have to genuinely like it.
All right. Well, the last song you did, you had a feature on it, right? The new video you just dropped, right?
Yeah, the homie Biggie Rock or
That,
Biggie
that's
from
exactly
Oxnard.
that's exactly what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
talking
the boy
about.
right there.
Are you always like, are you heavy on features, or you like to do songs solo?
Um, right now I'm networking. I like to stay in the loop. Fuck with different artists and stuff. So, I got a lot of solo shit, but I mean, it's good to network. So
Yeah.
I'll do it. I like to do it.
Is there anybody that you haven't worked with that you want to work with,
Um, like big artists.
or just in general, anybody?
Shit, Mozzie's been on the bucket list for a minute.
Okay, you
Mozzie,
fuck with Mozzie, listen to him a
yeah,
lot.
I like his music. Mozzie, shit, nah, I feel like I've gotten everybody off the bucket list already that I've wanted to work with. Like from being younger. Like I got one with Drummer Boy. I got one with Badachi. I just did one with Doggy Style.
Okay,
Yeah, that shit was cool. And he's a real like dope dude too. Like
he's from out there in San Bernardino, huh?
he's from San Bernardino. Yeah,
That's dope. Were you able to get in the studio with him?
yeah. We recorded it together.
Hell yeah, that's
Yeah,
very rare nowadays.
yeah. Nah, he's cool. He pulled. I made him through my engineer Sav.
Okay,
Yeah, so that fool plugged it up, and we right there. We made the track. We kicked it, bullshit. Got him to drink a beer with us. He don't even be drinking, but
a piece though.
that shit was cool too. Cause when we shot the video, um, we went to some marisco spot in Huntington Park.
Okay,
Forgot the name of it.
that's right here.
Yeah, yeah, we went right there, and it's popping too. I just forgot the name. Oh, Mi Lindo Sinaloa. Yeah, it was something like that.
Okay, okay.
Cause the homies from that area, he like the Florence area.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, we're gonna go to the hood real quick. Come over here. I'm like, all right, fuck it. So we went there and we fucking took doggy style to the mariscos. That fool was tripping. That shit was funny.
Damn,
Yeah,
dog.
cause like I think I even posted a video. He's just like, God damn, I can't even hear myself think.
They like tambarazo in there and
Oh,
shit.
and the banda was right behind him too.
Oh
So
fuck, dog.
that shit was cool though. Like, nah, that was his first time going right there. But nah, he's cool as fuck, man.
Yeah.
Like cool people like all around.
That fool when it first came out, and I saw him on the food community, that page. Like that fool, look, everyone's like, "Oh, look like Snoop Dogg, sound like Snoop Dogg." That fool's dope.
Hey, it worked in his favor. He just did a song with Snoop.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he got a video with Snoop.
So you used to be in a group, and then you left the group, right? And then now you're independent. Similar like story to like OGZ, right? OGZ used to be in Shoreline Mafia.
Yes, so yeah.
And then now he's like single, as far as like independent, as far as a rapper. Do you ever feel like there can never be a reunion with your old group and like do like a mixtape or album with them again, or do you rather just be by yourself?
I mean, I'm open to it, but I mean, I like if it happens, it happens. If it don't, like it's cool. But
Do you ever get like DMs or fans asking you like to do music with your old group again?
yeah, we get tagged quite a bit here and there, you know.
Yeah.
Especially now that G and drummer like linked up, like we get those comments thrown at us too. Like you guys should like reunite.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's all love, man. Like I said, like there's no love lost, but I mean, I just think they're doing them. Like I just think it's been too much time apart already
Okay.
to where like maybe it would just be weird to like connect again, you know, because they're used to me being a certain way back then, you know, and now I've gained so much independence,
Yeah.
so I just feel like we just run two different programs, you know.
Okay, that's fair. Um, this year in rap, like almost for like the first 7 months, there was not one number one single on the billboards that was a rap song until I think Little Uzi's song hit number one.
I don't even think that shit's considered rap no more, bro. That's almost like pop.
Yeah, right. He's kind of a little more like a rock star kind of guy, right? But why do you think rap isn't as popular as it was before?
Cause everybody's trying to fucking do it.
It's like diluting it.
The homie, Sav told me too. Like, there was like this thing. I don't know how many thousand or if it was a million rap songs get uploaded a day.
A day.
Like, it's over flooded,
Mm.
over flooded, bro. Everybody's a fucking rapper now.
Do you think that hurts the game?
Yeah, it loses value.
Mm.
You know.
Do you feel like also too? Well, I've noticed. I feel like it's a little bit more popular now to be Mexican or Hispanic than back in the day. Why do you think that is?
We shutting shit down. We letting them know. You know, like, you know.
But I feel like we've always like been cool, you know, like we've always like talked and dressed the same and like
Yeah.
you think rappers have just gotten better as far as like rapping? Or
Nah,
they're-
well, yeah, like I told you last time, like back then, like if you were a rapper in Mexican, it was automatically you were that, you know.
yeah,
But
Chicano
I
rapper.
think just as the culture evolves, younger generations don't stick to that. Now it's just, it's more rare to see like a fucking dickied out cholo now than back then, you know. So I just
Yeah.
feel like we're just very populated, bro. You know.
I feel like to me it's more like economics. Like there's like us when we were younger, we were like 12, 11. Like we had to beg our mom to buy us a 50 Cent album or whatever album, so we could only choose one. Now we're like we have our own jobs, we have our own money.
Well,
We could pick and choose what we want to listen to, you know?
yeah, that too, and it's just like back then, most of us were first generation.
Yeah.
You know, all our parents were coming from other countries and shit like, or from Mexico, you know, or South America, whatever. But like now we got the generations that passed by, you know, and we showed them other things, and now they're showing their kids, and you know,
Hmm.
like my kid, like he's very Americanized, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mine too.
So it's just like we grew up a certain way, and it gets more watered down, I guess, as it goes by, you know.
Do you think like the Latino, like the dollar, like us, like we demand to see more people like us? Like that's another reason, like why I started the whole podcast and the whole channel, whatever, is because like I used to want to be on Sports Center, like ESPN, Stuart Scott, but like you'll never see no one dressed like us, talk like us, be on Sports Center
Yeah.
or BT or MTV or VH1. So like we had to kind of put ourselves on.
Yeah,
Do you
definitely.
think like that we have like more power and control over the market now because we're using our dollars for what we want to use it for?
Yeah, because I mean, you see a lot of these podcasts, a lot of these new places. It's a lot of Hispanics that are the faces of it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like what Letty. You know, Letty's on
Power 106.
Power
Brown.
106. They got the Brown Bag podcast. You
Right.
got Duno.
Mm-hmm.
You got shit, just a lot of faces. Like even after they left No Jumper, the No Jumper just went to shit.
Yeah.
So
You hear what he said? That he said that when they left, that his numbers went up supposedly.
yeah, because he let his wife get rammed. You know what I'm saying? Like that's about it. I mean, I stopped watching it after they left.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me too.
like the fools they have on there. I don't even know who the fuck they are.
Facts.
Like I think I unfollowed or I unsubscribed. I don't know. I used to keep up with, when they had other rappers going up in there. Now I don't even know who the fuck those fools are.
Yeah. To me, like I used to like one of the reasons why I started the podcast because I used to watch No Jumper and Adam 22 back in like 2015, 2016. And I used to love finding new rappers through them, and then like hearing their mouth like, oh, this was dope or whatever.
Yeah.
And like now, even if you had like a badass rapper and he's the one like in the podcast, I just can't. He's just like, I don't know, like he's slimy now. Like I can't trust him type of shit. Like his word doesn't really mean that much to me,
Where who? Adam?
Yeah.
Nah, he that fool's weird.
He's a weirdo, right?
Yeah, he's weird.
I think he's always been weird, but we finally like figured it out. Like, oh, this was fucking weird.
Yeah, he like reminds me of like the Purge family type shit. Like they probably fucking kill goats in the back room or shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's a weirdo dog. Who do you fuck with more as far as like you probably fuck with all of them, but who do you fuck with more? Back on Fig, the Community. What else? Which one else did they make? We'll just go with those two. Would you like AD and what AD's doing or T-Rail's channel?
I would say more like AD because I'm more of a fan of AD's music.
Okay.
Like when he came out, I was listening to him. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really sat there and watched like a whole interview.
Okay, like a full podcast.
Nah,
you're watching clips and stuff.
Clips, stuff like that.
Okay.
I do listen to a lot of like podcasts and shit, but
what do you listen to?
Just depends. Like that one guy, the Fury guy. Like I like his podcast because he gets guys to tell their stories.
Oh yeah.
I
forget his name.
John something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like his interviews. I keep up with the homies, Money Moons and ODM, the Blockout podcast.
Yep.
Their shit's dope. They always got good people right there. Shit, who else? I've been tapping in with the Food Community podcast now. Like,
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's crazy to me. Like, why do you think that fool, that the real owner of the Food Community, never wants to show his face?
Cause he be fucking starting shit, bro.
Just for like protection, like just in case.
He does be like, he be posting some
instigating stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like
I feel like it's kind of smart, right? As far as like if you're gonna do something like a little bit sideways, that you don't want that shit to blow back on you.
Yeah.
But it's also like protecting your family, like because sometimes say you do some foul shit, like they'll go after your family or your kids or like whatever, they'll go to your house and like
I mean
it's not their fault that
to each his own,
you did some shit,
to each his own. But obviously he's doing the podcast now, so people are seeing his face.
Well, that fool doesn't show his face.
Well,
the fool in the bald fool, LA Icon, that fool's just like a co-host, and then the other fool stands like behind the camera and he talks in the microphone.
But you can't see his face at all.
Never.
He's got a mask on or what?
They just don't show it.
So he's not in the same room.
He's in there, but it's like
no.
That.
I'm talking about like obviously if I'm here, I'm gonna see his face.
Oh, you're talking about as a guest.
So people are seeing him. He's just not posting it.
The public's not seeing his face. Okay.
So but I guess maybe once you get called in, you get the privilege to see who he is. Maybe. I guess, but
what if he's wearing a mask?
like, isn't that what the Fools Gone Wilds does?
That fool
Nobody knows who he is, right?
The homie. I have a homie that makes the shirts for the Comedy Store, and he said that he smoked a blunt. That he's seen him. I think that fool's he's from San Diego.
Isn't the Food Community guy too?
From San Diego?
I'm not sure. I think it's the Fools Gone Wild is from San
Fools
Diego.
Gone Wild. That fool's San Diego. He used to be a rapper, then he turned comedian, and now he's a comedian rapper. How do you feel about how that fool spits?
The songs?
Mr. Little Mystery.
Oh, those shits are funny. They're
fucking funny, huh?
They're
and that fool has a pretty like funny flow. Obviously, he's forcing that voice and shit, but like they're funny stories.
Those shits are funny.
It's like a comedy rap type shit.
My son be fucking singing the Higher the Socks one.
That's funny, dog. A lot of fools don't like the Food Community. The Fools Gone Wild because they post like a lot of fools smoked out, like looking all bad and shit. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I don't give a fuck. Like,
you have no opinion on it. Fuck it.
It's funny because sometimes that shit's close to home. You got homies that are doing the same shit. Like it's just like damn. But I don't let it offend me.
Okay. Growing up, you were listening to Power 106.
Nah, we didn't get that shit over there. Fool.
You don't get the radio over there?
We grew up 99.1. That's it.
Damn. What is that? Is it still Big Boy in the morning or somebody else?
What do you mean?
Like over here, Power 106 is Big Boy in the morning and like DJ Felly
Over
Fell.
there was ODM and 5 Cent and Evelyn Arrives.
So it was a whole different set of people.
But that was their shit. It was like ODM was like the main guy from 991.
Damn, dog, I didn't know that.
He went from rapping to Lighter Shade of Brown. Then he was the DJ and the host of the 991. That was our station growing
So
up.
you guys never listened to Power 106?
Nah, we'd have to. Nah, I didn't.
That's crazy, right?
No, well, we didn't get it. Like
I know, but I
like,
didn't. That's crazy that it doesn't
put
reach
on-
that far.
It wouldn't reach. It still don't reach, I think.
Damn.
Well, I mean, I
dog.
don't even listen to the radio, but you know.
But I'm saying like growing up, you know?
Yeah, nah.
Like to me, growing up, you listen to like Big Boy in the morning on the way to school. That's a normal thing to do.
But it was the same thing for us because they would be talking. They do the prank calls. They do all.
Okay,
It was the
okay.
same shit, just
Different
the IE
people.
version, I guess. You know, they're out of Riverside.
But also too, like it's dope that like it was all Latinos and stuff, no?
Yeah.
That's dope. Over here, it wasn't like that. I feel like right
No,
now,
it wasn't all Latinos over there. It was ODM was Mexican, Evelyn Arrives, and then I think 5 Cent was black.
who was the morning show? Who was the morning?
ODM, right? ODM and Evelyn Arrives.
Damn, you guys were ahead of your time, dog.
Yeah.
The first Latino fool over here was that fool from 92.3. That was a big nose. The homie. And then that fool Leche's on there. DJ Leslie. Fuck, dog. I don't know. Anyways, that's crazy.
Well, yeah, nah, and then now the High Desert has its own radio station now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 96.3 or some shit. Yeah, they got their own
Yeah,
station.
it feels like I don't listen to the radio.
No, I don't either, but I'm just saying, like, when they first came out, they did like a local artist spotlights like every Tuesday and shit. I got on it one time.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's dope. So yeah,
it's
you have to
cool.
remember then.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So there's that.
You got any like shows lined up coming up soon?
Yeah, I just got put on the Urban Con coming up in Ontario,
When is that?
October 22nd.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a booth right there and I'm performing.
Okay. What are you setting at the booth?
Got my merch, Street Life Era.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I mean I'm very on and off with it, but I'm trying to like get it more established now.
Okay. How long you been doing merch?
Fuck, since I started rapping though, that's why like I always buy shit, run out, then stop. I've started this fucking music or this clothing venture about 20 times already.
Damn.
I just be giving shit away to the homies and all that. But
Yeah, I that's happened to me. I made some shirts with this logo, and I kind of got stuck with them. And then I had a live show, and I just gave them away.
yeah, I do that a lot, and then I get stuck with like random sizes
Yeah.
and then but I mean it's up and down. I had a booth at the Lowrider show in Arizona,
Okay.
the Super Show.
Yeah.
I went that time and shit, we made like $2,000 that day.
I never been to one of those. How is it?
They're cracking.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is about these other states. You just say you from Cali and they love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They be showing more love.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah. Out of town, everything they love Cali, you know.
How far have you been out of town?
Furthest I've gone was Minnesota.
Damn.
Yeah.
To perform and shit?
Yeah, when I was part of that other group.
Fuck, dog. How was that?
It was cool, dog. I mean, it was like a smaller show, you know, like, but it was different experience, you know. I went to the Mall of America.
Fuck.
Shit was cool.
That's dope.
Hell yeah.
Fucking over there when you go to cities like that, like all the raza pulls up, or it's like different people.
Yeah, it was like raza.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just funny because we left LAX like in some basketball shorts and shit. Like it was probably like 60 degrees over here, you know.
Yeah.
Got over there, it was snowing.
Damn.
Shit was crazy.
I hate the snow, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I hate when it's too cold. And then one time too, went to Miami and I got off the fucking plane and just like humid as fuck. Oh, dog.
Yeah,
That's
I
nasty.
bet.
Fuck that.
We got that dry heat over there in Victorville.
Yeah, you don't really feel it, huh?
Oh no, you feel it. It's
Okay.
hot as fuck.
Cause I got family that lives in Arizona. So one time we went, and it was like
Kind of like the same, but not as hot, you know.
it was like 121.
Oh no, we get to like 105, 108 the most.
But is it like always hot over there? Like consistently, like in the 90s?
Once summer hits, yeah, it's straight. It's hot though till summer's over.
Hey, the hurricane was supposed to hit hard over there. Did it hit?
We got a lot of rain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn. I think over here we got 3 inches or some shit. It wasn't that crazy.
I think we got about the same, but it was just pouring nonstop. So
And they say that like the desert and shit is like concrete, so the water has nowhere to go. So like it floods easier.
yeah, it flooded.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we got sewage and sidewalks and shit. It's not fucking the boondock. It's not the
It's not the
boobies and shit,
rancho
you know?
and shit.
I mean, it's got its areas like that, but like it's also became more populated, more city now. You know,
Okay.
like Victorville's the main, like I want to say the most like city, and then you got Hesperia, Adelanto, Apple Valley, like all around it. I want to say like what Hesperia would be considered more like the rancho. Like a lot of people got like terrenos out there with
Okay,
horses and stuff. Um, Apple Valley too.
that's dope, dog.
I want to say like probably Hesperia has more of the Mexicans.
Also, there's different like different races in each city.
Nah, I mean it's all mixed, but like you see more raza in Hesperia.
Do you guys have street vendors out there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we
Even though
got.
it's hot and shit, they still be out there in the sun.
Nah, yeah, well they got shit. There's certain spots over there where people set up and eat.
Okay.
Like the food trucks, the taco stands, same shit. You see the raspado man, the elote man, everything is the same.
Yeah, because over here there's like a big problem with like the street vendors are getting like robbed and like kicked out by the cops and shit like that. Are you guys
Yeah.
having the same problem over there?
Not I don't want to say like it's as bad, but it has happened.
Okay.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, because to me like the street vendor shit is always like hits close to home because my dad's a street vendor, you know,
Oh yeah.
and he's been doing it for like 25 years, and he's been robbed before and shit like that. So like that shit kind of like it strikes home with me. And
Oh
shit.
yeah. No, I feel I bet, man. Shit, we be hunting if that was my dad.
Yeah, dog. That fool tried to take his car and that fool didn't know how to start it, so he just left the keys and bounced.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dog.
Idiots. If you're gonna do some shit,
Yeah.
know what you're doing.
All right, dog. But I've also noticed that like as far as like being like Mexican and stuff, like artists like J.O.P. Fuerza Regida have really been like coming up. Do you fuck with them?
They're hard as fuck.
Yeah, I really fuck with them too. Are you
Yeah.
like consistently listening to them? Like drinking,
Now, yeah,
listening?
cause I kind of stopped listening to that music for a while.
Oh, you came up on it?
No, like I used to, yeah, hell yeah. Like I used to listen to fucking Valentín Elizalde, El Güero y su banda Centenario, fucking.
Damn.
I mean, obviously Chalino was always being played in the bag, like I knew most of them, but like even fucking what's his face? Damn, I just blanked out. What the fuck's his name? Larry Hernandez and all them.
What about? Do you remember El Original de la Sierra?
Oh yeah,
Jesse Morales.
Jesse Morales. Fuck all y'all motherfuckers. That's all.
He's like a gangster. What do they call it, fool? Like it was like a gangster, narco cholo. I don't know,
Yeah.
some shit like that. But it was
That
like,
fool was pues obviously Lupillo and his
Yeah.
family. Yeah, I mean it was always being played in the bag. Like I always grew up listening. My dad still bumps all that shit to this day.
okay, so your dad likes Spanish music a lot.
Yeah, and then well he also like grew up on old school and all that shit too.
Okay, like
But-
80s and shit.
Yeah, like Stevie B, all that shit.
Okay.
Yeah, but I would listen to the older shit and like there was like a little time period within the last like 5 years I kind of really just stopped fucking with it.
Okay.
I didn't really like the shit that was coming out, but now these fools now like they're hard. Like it's almost like gangster rap in Spanish.
Do you feel like okay? Look, dog. So I grew up Spanish, right, and then switched over to English, and then my Spanish wasn't as good as it was before, right? So when I would listen to like Lupillo or like people that are from Mexico do Spanish music, sometimes like my ears weren't fast enough and I didn't know the slang. And the reason why I fuck with Fuerza and J.O.P. the most right now is because they're from here, San Bernardino.
Yeah.
They're like they talk like us and they say Spanish words incorrectly like how we do.
Yeah.
Like so I understand exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Which makes it dope. And then he dresses like us.
Yeah, that's like they're what they got going. That shit's too. That shit's cool.
Yeah, like they're swagged out because like sometimes like you listen to Spanish music and then they're like dressed like they're they're like cowboys, and I'm not a cowboy, dog, so I kind of feel like a little bit fake listening to like.
I think that shit's more like that's the old school shit. Just like
Adidas track stars.
Yeah, remember back then, like every rapper had a fucking 4X shirt. Like it's
Yeah.
just people evolve. They change different styles.
Facts.
So
Yeah, no, I really fuck with it. What about Peso Pluma? You fuck with Peso Pluma?
yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah, they're all hard, all of them.
Who do you pick on the beef? Who did the right thing? Who did the wrong thing?
I'm confused on that shit. I don't even know why they're beefing.
Let me tell you, dog.
Is it over that show that talk show on TV?
Kind of. That's kind of started. So I'm a chismoso, dog. I'm a podcaster, right? So I feel like I have to know this shit.
Yeah.
All right. So this fool, Peso Pluma, went on Jimmy Kimmel to perform
Yeah.
a song, and it's not even his song. He's just a feature.
Oh,
Okay, so he performed it, and he never invited the fool that wrote the song, told him what to say, and it's not even his song.
so it's Fuerza Regidas.
It was Eslabón Armado. It's
So what does that got to do with J.O.P. in there?
Okay, so that song, Bella.
Yeah.
So that fool performed that song, right? So then that started controversy. They started beefing it. And then every time, now when Peso Pluma performs, there's a hell of people. He's getting super famous. But one of the songs that blew him up is the one with J.O.P., Igualito Mi Papá.
Yeah, that shit's hard.
Right? It's a fire ass song. That fool doesn't perform any Fuerza Regida songs at his shows.
Oh shit.
So those songs that blew him up, he doesn't perform them. So JOP one time got on Instagram and he goes, over here, we perform the songs, whether that fool's on stage or not. The other side over there, for some reason, they don't perform them. But that's how it is. We'll see what's up or whatever. And that's why there's beef.
Oh, shit.
So imagine you have a feature with somebody and then they get, they do performances or they get invited on TV and they don't hit you up to perform the song with them. That's going viral,
if we're talking, if we're still cool at that time, then yeah, that's fucked up.
right?
Yeah.
So everyone's saying that like,
Or if you're there, like perform a different song by yourself.
yeah, right.
Like if you can't take them, then yeah, just sing a different one or something.
Like maybe it's the Jimmy Kimmel people or like Jimmy Fallon that didn't allow them to bring somebody else. Okay, fuck it, I understand that. But at your shows, you have full control over. You're also not gonna do them. Like I don't know, it's a little
Well, it's
fishy.
kind of like now, well, if there's beef, I understand it.
Yeah, so that's what the beef's
Yeah.
over.
I mean, I wouldn't pick. I mean, they're both hard.
Yeah.
Where's Peso Pluma from?
He's Mexican, but I'm not sure where. But his dad's from like the Middle East.
Serio?
Yeah,
So he's not full Mexican.
he's like half and half. But I think his dad's like first generation Mexican, but like his dad's dad is from like the Middle East somewhere.
Okay.
So it's kind of like it's not really from, I don't know.
Yeah. Nah, they're both hard. I mean,
Yeah,
I guess I would say Fuerza Regida because they're from our side of town.
yeah.
Like they're from IE.
How does that feel to have somebody like that? Like because they also hit number one. They hit number one on
that
the
shit's
charts.
hard. That shit's cool.
It's just dope.
I seen that they went to their old high school to perform. That was dope. I seen
Yeah.
like all the kids know all the words like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
She gives you chills looking at it. You know,
Yeah.
like damn.
I used to follow. They used to have like a vlog channel. JOP used to have the JOP subscribe. I've been a fan since for a long time.
I seen that one too, where he was walking out the border just singing and shit, and then it got super packed.
Yeah.
That's crazy too.
He I think it was staged, but he was like crossing the border, right? And it takes hours. And some fool right there with the guitar and two homies started singing. And then he's like, oh, right, you know what? Fuck it. If you sing this song, I'll sign you right now. And then they got it on video, and then they signed literally the papers inside the truck right there. But knowing JOP, because he's fucking smart when it comes to social media, I think it was staged, but it was still dope.
Yeah,
Like he signed some fool straight up right there, flew him to Miami the next day, gave him a bunch of money. It was dope. I like when he does that shit. And then he's always buying his parents' cars and shit. I don't know. That shit.
I mean, I don't really like. I want to say I barely followed him on Instagram like about a month ago. Like I would hear the songs and I just started tapping in.
Yeah, that was dope. I feel like he carries himself very well.
Like I didn't even know like that like the songs you're talking about with Peso Pluma. Like that's why I was confused. I was like, were they beefing or are they? I wasn't too sure.
I don't know if they're still beefing.
Yeah.
I just knew that little part.
Yeah.
I listen. I like I see little things here and there, but I'm not like all up in it.
Yeah.
It is what it is, dog. But what about like there's other Spanish music that's very popular, like reggaeton, Bad Bunny, stuff like that. J Balvin, you fuck with that?
I mean, if it's on, like it's cool.
But you're not searching it on Spotify to put it on.
I can't name a song.
You can't name one Bad Bunny song?
Nah.
Damn, dog.
But if I hear it, I feel like I probably know it.
Yeah, like you heard it already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like impossible not to
It's
hear
on
it.
fucking every reel you see, or at least if a female's in it,
Facts.
Yeah, so
Facts.
I mean, it's cool. It doesn't sound bad. Like pretty sure if I'm turned, I'll be like,
okay. You're all faded and shit.
Yeah, I'll be like,
I feel like reggaeton is how I felt about Mexican music back then, because they're from Puerto Rico and like other parts of like the Caribbean. Like they also speak a different type of Spanish.
Yeah.
Like their R's, they treat them like L's. Like instead of arriba, they say aliva.
Oh yeah.
So they don't roll R's, they turn them into L's. So like a lot of times I'm like, what did he say? Like what the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like that too. I don't really bump it like that, but some of those beats go hard.
No, yeah, the beats do, and especially like when I've been like at a club or something, that shit turns on, like, and you're faded, it hits. You're like, you know,
and then everyone's like, on the same
Yeah.
level and shit. You ever rapped in Spanish?
like maybe Spanglish. Like I've done like some Spanish like in my song, but like not a full track.
Okay. You feel like you could do one if you had to?
Yes and no.
Okay.
It would take me some time, cause I could speak it like off the bat real quick, but I feel like for me to sit down and try to write it, I'll get stuck. Like, I
Or do
think so.
you this is a big topic as far as rappers. Like a lot of rappers punch in, or do you sit down and write?
I write.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then are you writing on paper or on your phone?
my phone.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I write everything.
Okay. Well, why do you think that is? You ever try to freestyle?
I have, but I just that's how I started writing. So
Okay.
I've always done it that way,
Facts.
and it's worked. So
Are you spending a lot of time like with your kids at home? Like are you like always spending time with your kids? And like what kind of or do you only have one son?
I got a son. Yeah.
Okay, me too. I only got one. Are you spending a lot of time at home or like you always working and stuff out of town? Like,
Um,
do you try to spend as much time with him as possible?
I mean, right now I got him like it's like the whole 50-50 thing,
Oh, you're
you know.
50-50.
Yeah, so I got him like throughout the week as well. So it's cool.
Okay.
I'm with them a lot.
What is there cool shit to do out there for like kids and stuff and
Fuck nothing.
nothing?
Nothing really. There's like a Get Air over there. There's like a trampoline park. You got one of those, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
bro, like look, like it's my hometown. I love it, but it's dry out there, bro. Ain't shit to do.
Why do you still live there?
A kid.
Oh, you kind of have to?
Yeah. Otherwise, I'd probably dip out.
Okay. If you had to pick somewhere to live, where would you live?
I would say like in the middle of LA and home. So maybe like IE or like borderline like SGV area.
Okay. SGV, what is that? Like Alhambra?
Like
Rosemead?
like Pomona and down or like anywhere
Pomona's
like
cool. I think
yeah.
Pomona's a good like middle ground.
But like around like maybe like Chino fucking
I like Chino too.
what else? Maybe if I were to be in LA County, I would be like maybe like West Covina, Montebello area. Like it's still like I'm in the middle of over here and home.
West Covina's dope. I got a couple uncles I got an uncle and a cousin in West Covina. It's dope.
Yeah, nah. I mean I've been out there, like it's nice and everything. It's cool. I just feel like it'd be the middle area.
Yeah.
Cause I've lived like Ontario. That is it's cool right there too. It's like still same area. I lived in Rialto. I don't know if I would live that way again, that side of the freeway.
Are you used to like living in a city that's not too populated? Like when you come out here, do you feel like it's too many people, too many cars?
Bro, I be getting overwhelmed driving, like especially like over there, like where the homies at, like in East LA or downtown. Like fuck, that's just frustrating driving.
I hate downtown, dog. The one ways, like you have to go around the block if you miss your fucking
Bro, I end up going around like 2-3 times sometimes.
yeah,
Fuck
dog. And I'm from out here, and that shit happens to me, dog.
this
Like,
shit reminds me of TJ, dog.
hey, you go with TJ a lot?
I haven't in a while, but I
I fucking
used
love
to.
TJ, dog.
Yeah.
TJ's
I
the
haven't
shit.
I haven't gone in years, bro. But like I got family that live out there,
Okay,
so I would go a lot as a kid.
okay.
I've only driven out there one time.
I had braces like 4 or 5 years ago, so I had to go once a month, dog.
Mm.
And the first time you go, you're scared, so you just go straight to the doctor and you leave. And the next time you're like, all right, I'm gonna go eat this time.
Yeah, nah, bro.
And then one time I stayed for like 3 days over the
Yeah?
weekend. Fuck, partied it up.
Nah, I went. I've been partying out there for sure, like with my cousins, like
Where at?
Las Pulgas.
Okay.
That shit's
That's
cool.
where I park the car. I always park right there. Or Hotel Caesars.
Yeah,
And then I like to go to not Rosarito. What's the other one? The one past Rosarito. Fuck. Not, is it Puerto Nuevo? Puerto Nuevo?
fuck, I don't know.
It's
I think
like
the furthest I've gone is Rosarito.
okay. There's like the next little city over. It's a little beach town, and they have like fried lobsters and shit.
Oh yeah,
Fire, dog. Fried
yeah.
lobsters.
Nah, I went out there one time and I was like 19 or something. I went out with my cousins, and that shit was full. I think the clubs closed at 6. We got back. I remember my fucking cousins, they did me dirty, bro. Like it was funny though, cause we're right there at the club. One of my cousins just dipped out on me and his brother. I guess he left with his girl,
Okay.
so he went home. And then it was just me and my other cousin, and I was staying at his mom's house because my dad and them were there. So we went out and they kicked it right there.
Yeah.
Me and my cousin took a taxi back to his mom's house. He lives a couple streets down. But we're faded, fool. I get out the taxi thinking he's gonna like walk me in. And you know how all the houses over there, they got the gates up to the roof?
Yeah.
This fool fucking, I get out the car and the taxi takes off and he goes home. So I'm sitting out in the street like
How you gonna get in?
fool, and I'm in TJ though. I'm faded as fuck. It's dark. I'm like, oh hell no,
Damn.
like I'm gonna get mugged or the cops or something. And then my dad, like it was funny because I fucking climbed the gate, fool, and I fell off the roof into the fucking
Oh,
patio.
no way,
And then my
dog.
little cousin was there. He's like, "What's wrong with you? Open the fucking door." And then
You fell from the top all the way to the floor?
yeah, but it wasn't that high.
Okay.
I want to say like the room, like that. I just felt like that.
Damn. Like on your back and shit?
Yeah, I just fell on my ass. I was faded.
Damn,
I didn't feel shit. I was
I was
drunk.
gonna say you probably didn't feel it because you're
Yeah.
faded. But yeah,
You just
nah,
hear a thud, like they thought somebody's breaking in and shit. It was me. I'm just like, hey, this fool fucking left me.
you were 19 and you're already. Oh, well, I think the legal age in Mexico is 18 to drink. No,
Yeah, I've been fucking drinking since I was like 12, bro.
facts. I've been fucking around since I was like age 2.
Yeah.
But I love TJ too. That street revolution.
Yeah.
Almost hard for me to say. I don't know what revolution.
Yeah,
That street. What about Chinese food? You fuck with the Chinese food over there?
I've had it one time and it was pretty good.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too, dog. I fuck with it.
It was right there in
I've been there a few times.
Pueblo Cicla.
Okay.
Yeah, cause my My tia stays in a pueblo called Soler. So it's
Okay.
somewhere, it's like 10 minutes into the border.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's cool. I mean, I haven't gone in probably over like shit since before my son was born. It's been a
Okay.
while.
Maybe around the same time because your son's 5. I think it was before the pandemic when I was going.
Yeah.
But yeah, dog, and then I stopped going, and then I never got the retainer, fool.
Fuck.
So like one of my tooth is like it got crooked again. I might have to go again.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but you know we'll see. We'll see what it is. We'll
Yeah.
see what it is. Are you making your full time income like money just straight up on rap, or like you do shit on the side too?
I'm a truck driver.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm a truck driver.
I got my class A. I had it for like a year.
Oh, that's cool.
But that shit's hard as fuck, dog. Because a lot of the companies, especially when you begin, is like 6 days a week, 12 hours a day.
Well, I got lucky because I was doing that for a little bit too, but I'm local now. Like,
Okay.
so I'm home every day. Like, and I'm literally just like around town type shit.
Are you doing like doubles and triples? Like what are you hauling and stuff, or just a regular like a 18 wheeler, a big box?
I was doing that, but right now, what I'm dipping in is like more like a bobtail.
Okay,
Yeah, so it's cool. Like, it's just local shit, you know.
that's what's
I'm
up.
not really trying to like say what because I work in my hometown. So,
Yeah, yeah,
and I
yeah, yeah.
be getting hit up by fans sometimes too when I'm
They
like
catch you
delivering.
driving?
I'm like, fuck.
Damn.
I be feeling bad because they're like, can I get a picture? I'm on my uniform. Like, nah,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah,
Like, nah, that I sound like a dick.
yeah. But it's like an honest living, truck driving. But I don't know, dog. I'm gonna be honest, dog. Like I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle those hours. Did you have to do? You had to do that in the beginning, the 6 days, 12 hours, the shit,
I
12 hour
did, I
shift.
did it for, I did it like for a little bit, but I didn't like it.
It's hard, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, and I felt like low key less of a man when I was like, you know
feel
what,
like
I
I
had
was
to tap
getting,
out.
feel like I was gonna get fat, dog, just sitting in that truck all day.
Tell me about it, dog. I'm already fat, so I got scared. And it's funny because when you're a truck driver, that you have to do a physical every 2 years. And even in the beginning, they're like, "Hey, man, like you're already fat. Usually, truck drivers get fatter. Like you need to fucking. Hopefully, you don't gain no more weight, because they start tripping on you because they don't want you to have a heart attack while you're driving,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
fucking crash into somebody. You have any crazy stories driving the truck?
Nah, not really.
One time I was going up the 710, I had to turn on the 60, and then something happened, dog. And like I had a doubles, it was a bottom dump. So then we were going, and then the truck, the cab turned sideways, boo. And I hit the brakes, and I'm like, I could see the rest of the freeway. It used to be right here, and now I'm looking at it through the side of my mirror, and I'm going like ka 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 ka, and then it starts heading towards the wall, dog. And I
Yeah.
came this close to the wall, fool.
Oh shit.
That was another
I
big.
get flipped off a lot.
Why?
This car's passing me up. I don't know.
Oh, cause you going too slow and shit.
Well, I mean, the truck can only do so much. You know, I get flipped off. I'm like, all right, dog.
Yeah, I was driving a truck that was throttled. It didn't hit more than 60.
Yeah,
So
same shit here.
yeah, 60 and
Yeah.
shit. That's crazy, dog.
That's why I listen to most of the podcasts.
Oh yeah, you know what? You're right, dog. Because when I was when I was driving trucks, I could listen to all my even a Joe Rogan episode. Sometimes they're like 3 hours long. You got fucking hella time in there, and shit.
Yeah.
That's dope. I ain't gonna lie though. Sometimes I'll get bored and I have my phone up and I'll be on TikTok and shit, like watching TikToks,
Yeah.
doing shit I'm not supposed to do.
But now I'm just doing that. You know, I got a bunch of different hustles, man. I got my hands dipped in a lot of shit. You know, the music, the clothing, just a little bit of everything. You know.
That's what's up, man. No, I mean, I really, I think it says a lot about you that you're, you're doing.
I love money, bro. I'm a hustler, man. I'm gonna get it one way or another. You know, like there's fools that just will stick to that and think they're gonna blow up like shit. I like nice things, dog, and I like to go out. I like to do shit. So I'm not gonna be broke and act like I got it. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
get it. You know, whichever way.
And then you're also taking care of your family,
No, yeah, hell yeah, bro. I own my crib. I got
Oh, you got your own
yeah.
pad.
You know, I do all that. Like a lot of motherfuckers that chained up and everything. You know, like I bet you they still live at fucking home. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'm a man first. You know, like everything I got, I work for it. You know.
That's what's up.
And it comes in different ways. You know, I make money off the music too. I'm not gonna sit here and starve just to depend on it. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
I
know?
think a lot of people are afraid to let people know that they have a job, or they're shy or like embarrassed about it, and like they want to portray that oh, all I do is music and this and that. Like,
Yeah.
do you feel like I feel like people should just keep it real, like
Yeah.
what same way
I
you
mean,
just did.
I looked at it like that for a long time. You know, but like fuck it. You know.
It is what it is. Huh?
Yeah. You know, like there's a lot of fools that are probably doing the same shit and acting like they don't. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
But ain't no shame, ain't no shame in taking care of your family.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important thing.
I mean, at the end of the day, the goal is to make the music my number one income. If it happens, cool. You know, like at the end of the day, I just do this shit because I love it. You know.
Yeah, yeah. And then you're good at it,
I try, man. Thank you.
Yeah, you're really
Like,
good. That's definitely one of those things too. Like I want to ask you earlier, like who do you want to work with? I definitely get a lot of messages of people that want to come on the podcast, but as the channel grows, I gotta be more choosy
Yeah,
who I
yeah.
let my platform to. Because I'm gonna be honest, in the beginning, I would kind of like, I'll fucking beg my friends, like, hey, fool, come on, let me interview you. And it's like some fool that has a job at like fucking downtown or something.
Yeah, yeah.
I just need someone to talk to, you know? Well, shout out to them even for like, you know, letting me interview and get my feet wet and stuff. But like, as the channel grows, I think it's important to keep a certain level of like, you know, like, I don't know how to say it, like it's a level of like not looking or having people that don't know what they're doing on here, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, for sure.
Fuck it, dog. Again, dog, I appreciate you pulling up to the podcast, driving way. I think you're the record for driving as far as the furthest person to drive to be in the pod. So I really, really appreciate it,
Nah,
dog.
man, I appreciate you for having me, for real.
So guys, make sure you guys watch out for the homie right here, Playdeville. All his music is on Apple Music and Spotify. They can find you anywhere, right?
Everything, yeah. Just look up Playdeville. My Instagram's Playdeville, my music, everything. Just look up Playdeville and you gonna find me.
For sure, man. Appreciate you coming
Thank you, man.
on.
Appreciate it.
Make sure you guys pull up, turn up, stay lit. Let's get it.